Oh, hey. Hey, oh, it's me, Raphael. But you can call me Raffy. Me and my brothers were born in the early 1980s. And by the mid 1990s, I had become not only a teenage mutant ninja turtle, but also taking on the role of the night watchman, which involved, put it this way, pulling day shifts and pulling night shifts. Sometimes with my brothers, sometimes without my brothers. For a while, it worked out okay. I'm doing a lot of juggling. I didn't have much of a social life, you can imagine. And I had to pound a hell of a lot of coffee to get through those night shifts and get through those day shifts. Let me tell you, fighting with my brothers in the evenings, fighting the crime on the streets through the night. New York is not the best place to be, ladies, when you're out and about on your own. And I just figured, yeah, sure, I was in a bucket hat and a trench coat. You know, it was like a cross between the Hulk and Columbo. But what am I gonna say? What can you do? I did what I could, when I could, how I could, how I saw fit, right? So to by the late 1990s, I had it with this vigilante stuff, and I signed up with the NYPD, New York's finest. And by this point, we'll put it this way: I'm internal affairs, right? Because I will not have injustice and corruption within the police department of New York City's finest. And put it another way, as a result, nobody likes me. And I don't like nobody. So that shoots me down to the ground, right? I'm internal affairs, NYPD. I'm over in the UK, right? We'll come to London to, well, there's a whole story about stuff going on under London, right? It involves Shredder, and I'll say no more. Somewhere under London, okay? Let me catch up with a story, right? Grandmaster Splinter is 101 years old. He's still going strong, but he's out in Hong Kong. Spent some time back in Japan. He's traveling the globe, you see, Grandmaster Splinter. We hear from him sporadically, from postcards, from this Shaolin temple, this mountainside, and he has this message for us. Okay, UK? You okay, UK, by the way? You okay, UK, by the way? Because Grandmaster Splinter has got this message. And Grandmaster Splinter says this. I'll put my teeth in and start again. Grandmaster Splinter says this. That to do nothing? Nah, screw it. I made a mess of it. I always make a mess of it. Let's see if Leonardo was here. Leonardo got this down pat. Right? No, get this. It's better than to do nothing. It starts with to say nothing is to do nothing. Right? Now, if you want to train to be a ninja like me and my brothers, it's very, very simple. All you got to do is sit still. All you got to do is stand still. And once you can learn to be still, then you are on your way to Zen and achieving enlightenment, my friend. All you have to do is be like a tree. Even simpler than that is to simply be a tree. Okay? Grandmaster Splinter would like everybody to consider that by saying nothing about a racial slur or by saying nothing about a sexist remark, then nothing is really getting done about nothing, if you ask me. So my brother Leo's right, Donnie's right, Mikey's right. Let's get busy saying something about these inequalities so that we can all get busy starting doing something about these inequalities. A good friend of mine, Kermit the Frog, once said, "It ain't easy being green." And believe you me, when you stick out like this sore thumb, this mug here, there ain't no way I was going to get bullied, right? There ain't no way on earth I was going to let my brothers get bullied. And as a result, pow, 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 look at what happened to my boat race, right? Somebody please give me a cup of tea. Do not give this guy another cup of damn coffee. Am I right? Right. So I come to London. And I discover not only do you do tea, but you do tea for two. Now this was like revelation to me, right? We don't at Hell's Kitchen. If I ask you for a coffee for two, this jerk off's gonna think I'm asking to share a cup of coffee, or he's gonna split one double espresso between two cups. It ain't gonna make no sense, right? You have a coffee for two, but you come to London and you go into a cafe bar and you ask for can I have a tea for two? And bam, I got me a silver tray. I got porcelain, bone china, right, some stuff like that. I'm desperately trying not to frickin' swear, right? This has got to be suitable for work, okay? I got this big tray thing with a bunch of bone china on it, jingling away. 2 cups, 2 sauces, a teapot, some milk on the side. Beautiful, ma'am. I say, thank you very much. Beautiful, ma'am. That looks like, I mean, the Japanese have got a tea ceremony, right? But I see some Brits sit down and make a cup of tea like they was a drill sergeant, like they'd done it a billion times before, and then it was all part of the keep calm and carry on generational attitude that's kept this country afloat and great all around the world. You guys got to have more self-confidence, right? You guys got to brag a little more about how great Great Britain is, I'm telling you. Because when I come to this country, I'm surrounded by history. I'm wading through history. I go walking through these sewers. I'm kicking up history, man. You got some lumps in the sewers older than I got buildings in America. Let me tell you. So, yeah, I get this tea for two thing. And the next thing you know, I'm outside enjoying my tea, blowing my tea. I've read on the little tag there. Little tag says 2, 3, 4 minutes, whatever. I mean, whatever you do, find something to do. Let it brew. Find something to do. Let it brew. Find something else to do. Let it brew for a few, and ding-a-ling-a-ling, I'm pouring this tea. But it's a tea for two. And the next thing you know, a beautiful blind lady with a beautiful dog has heard me making a heck of a cacophony, putting this cup of tea together. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ting, ting, bong, bong, bong. On the bone china, it sounds It's beautiful, man. It's music, right? When you make tea in Great Britain. Anyhow, this beautiful blind lady comes in and asks me a question. And you know what that question was? She asked me, is it Yorkshire tea? Well, I had to lift the lid. I had to give the bag a squeeze. I had to read the label. And I said, it sure is, sister. Would you care for a cup? And you know, the next thing you know, I'm sat down to T42 with a beautiful woman. Didn't know I had this ugly mug. Although my breath probably stank of coffee coming off the night shift. But for breakfast, it's tea for two. Right? I think that's all I'm going to say for now. So, yeah. Take care of each other. And, you know by now, keep Britain tidy, punks.